Today we're taking a look at these college basketball matches, which are happening on Tuesday, February 7, 2023, and giving you our parlay pick for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and make sure to watch it till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Also check out our Patreon if you want access our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link in description and comments section below. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. Indiana Hoosiers vs Rutgers Scarlet Knights. The Rutgers Scarlet Knights visit Simon's Skjold Assembly Hall in Bloomington, Indiana on Tuesday for a Big Ten battle against the number 21 ranked Indiana Hoosiers. Rutgers improved to 16-7 overall and 8-4 in Big Ten play, following its 61-55 victory over the Michigan State Spartans on Saturday. Rutgers has won 2 straight and 3 of the last 4, and the Scarlet Knights are second in the Big Ten, 2 1/2 games behind first place Purdue. The Rutgers Scarlet Knights are playing well, but it's always difficult on the road, especially in a loud building and assembly hall. Rutgers has lost back-to-back road games against Michigan State and Iowa. They were not close games as the losses were each by double digits. The Indiana Hoosiers have won 4 of their 5 conference home games, including Saturday's big win against number 1 Purdue. Furthermore, Indiana has the better offense in this matchup. Rutgers is not a strong offensive squad by any means. They only shot 28% from beyond the arc in the first meeting against Indiana. Rutgers is only averaging 107.9 points per 100 possessions, compared to a remarkable 116.5 points per 100 by Indiana, which is good for 18th in DI. Defensively, the Hoosiers have been outstanding, conceding 69 or fewer points in 5 out of their last 7 games. Our team pick is Indiana Hoosiers -4 points. Marquette vs Connecticut. Number 10 Marquette will try to stay atop the Big East standings when it faces number 21 UConn on Tuesday night. The Golden Eagles are riding a 5-game winning streak following a 60-52 win over Butler on Saturday. UConn is coming off back-to-back road wins at DePaul and Georgetown, but it desperately needs a win over one of the top teams in the conference. The metrics continue to tell a story that is different from reality with this UConn team. The Huskies are rated as one of the top squads in the country, but they have only covered the spread 3 times in their last 12 games. Marquette, meanwhile, is riding a 5-game winning streak and is sitting 4 games ahead of UConn in the standings. The Golden Eagles already beat the Huskies once this season, using their high-powered offense to get the job done in a shootout. They have covered the spread in 9 of their last 11 games, and I have no desire to fade them against an overrated team. Our team pick is Marquette +4.5 points. Akron Zips vs Toledo Rocket. The Toledo Rockets end a short 1-game homestand Tuesday night with a game in Akron, against the Akron Zips. Toledo comes into Tuesday night with 17 wins on the year, riding a 7-game win streak, following a 15-point victory against Central Michigan. Defensively, Toledo did struggle a bit as Central Michigan made 52.6% of their shots, but Toledo allowed only 59 points after forcing 21 turnovers in the game. Offensively, Toledo was the better team, making 45.9% of their shots and knocked down 11 long balls to score 84 points after a 49-point first half. This is about as intriguing of a mid-major matchup as you will find, as Toledo's high-powered offense is going against a balanced Akron team. I don't think Akron has proven that it can hang around against teams that possess that level of firepower, so I am going to roll with Toledo on Tuesday. The Rockets are not only good by mid-major standards, but they have a top 20 offense in all of college basketball. They have also dominated this series over the last decade, winning and covering the spread in 10 of the last 13 meetings. Going on the road has not been an issue, as they have covered in 5 of their last 6 trips to Akron. Our team pick is Toledo +2.5 points. Miami Ohio Redhawks vs Western Michigan Broncos. The Western Michigan Broncos return to the road Tuesday night with a game in Oxford, against Miami, Ohio. Western Michigan comes into Tuesday with only 6 wins through their first 23 games played, riding a 6-game losing streak following a 9-point loss against Buffalo in their last game. Defensively, Western Michigan struggled immensely, allowing 85 points as Buffalo shot 50% from the floor and 42.1% from beyond the arc. Offensively, Western Michigan did shoot the ball well, making 43.5% of their shots, but knocked down only 68.8% of their free throws and turned the ball over 13 times in the loss. Both defenses have been terrible, so although Miami has been slightly better on that end, rebounding and offensive performance will likely determine the outcome of this one. WMU should have the rebounding edge, but will certainly have the offensive edge, especially at home. The Redhawks have been the better shooting team this season. Miami will be the team snapping their losing streak, and they'll cover at home in the process. Our team picked Miami -4 points. Buffalo Bulls vs Eastern Michigan Eagles. The Eastern Michigan Eagles continue a road trip Tuesday night with a game of Buffalo, New York against the Buffalo Bulls. Eastern Michigan comes in Tuesday having a terrible year with only 6 wins overall, following a 1-point overtime loss to Ball State that ended a 2-game win streak. Offensively, Eastern Michigan did shoot the ball well, making 51.5% of their shots and 50% from beyond the arc, but committed 8 turnovers and scored only 12 points in overtime, resulting in the loss. Defensively, Eastern Michigan was severely outmatched, giving up 91 points, including 13 in the overtime, as Ball State shot 53.2% from the floor and knocked down 10 long balls as well. Both teams are capable of scoring points, but they have major issues on the defensive end of the floor, as both teams rank in the bottom 20 of the nation in scoring defense on the year. Bates did everything he could to try and carry the Eagles to a win over Ball State, but ended up falling short thanks to a cold snap in overtime. Eastern Michigan has struggled on the road this season, posting just a 2-9 mark as the visiting team on the year straight up. They are 5-6 against the spread. Buffalo has gone 8-3 at home this season, with their losses coming to James Madison, Akron and Toledo. It's safe to say that Eastern Michigan is not at that level, and that swings the pendulum toward the Bulls. Buffalo should take this one rather convincingly to reach .500 on the season. Our team pick is Buffalo Bulls for the win. VCU Rams vs Dayton Flyers. The Dayton Flyers continue a road trip Tuesday night with a game in Richmond, VA against the VCU Rams. Dayton comes into Tuesday 6 games above .500 in the year after losing 3 of the last 5, following a 9-point loss against St. Bonaventure. Offensively, Dayton was terrible in their last game, making only 39.3% of their shots and 64.7% from the free throw line, while turning the ball over 9 times, leading to the loss. Defensively, Dayton was outmatched as well as St. Bonaventure scored 68 points, including 35 in the second half on 44.2% shooting from the floor. The first game was decided by 1 point, and I could see this game being just as tight. Both teams are tremendous defensively and have a similar profile offensively. Dayton won the rebounding battle in round 1 and has been the better rebounding team this season when measured by total rebounds and rebounding rate. The Flyers managed to avoid putting the Rams at the line often in the first game, giving them only 8 free throws and holding the lead for most of the game. Their largest lead was 16 points. They've been struggling to win lately, but they should keep this game tight at the very least, if not win as underdogs. Dayton covering is the best play. Our team pick is Dayton +3 points.